that has no home here. Never has, never will. Let's see how everybody's doing this morning. And of course, the dog is asleep without even doing anything. Show you guys this. Can't make this up. Hey, Alastair, how are you doing this morning? Did you catch this picture? I mean, this dog hasn't done a thing. How are you doing this morning? Hey, Ayush, again, how are you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Good morning. How did your weekend go and everything? Image, blessings. And I did just get your message. I'm hoping today to have some free time, Martin. The last 2 days were unique. How are you doing, sir? Hey, Brian. Good morning to you. And Saran's in the house. It's nice to see y'all this morning. What a great day. What a beautiful Monday, isn't it? And this, I'll show you all this. This is ridiculous. Didn't even run today. Oh, he's going to run later. Good morning, my brother Martin. How are you doing this morning, sir? And appreciate your patience because this past weekend, lots of hours. Rise and shine, and thank God for coffee, Saran. Indeed, indeed. Let's have lots of coffee and make it really, really strong, like motor oil. That's right. Make it high test. Pronounce my name this good. Amajad? I hope I'm correct. It's nice to see you again. I do remember you. How are you doing this morning, brother? Hope that was correct. Amjad. Is that correct? Amjad. I hope so. If not, I do. I mean all in peace and respects to all. Really do. I have trouble with the word ketchup sometimes, admittedly. Hey, cool kid. What are you up to this morning? Heck, even mustard. Dyslexia is such a fun condition. It makes you bounce, bounce, bounce all over the walls with your letters and numbers. Oh, you got riots going on in Uganda, Martin? Please be safe. I hope you and your folks are safe and secure. There are a lot of countries right now going through a lot of instability. It's I hope and pray for you and your family and all that we can get peace is first always. Thank you, Amjad. What have you been up to, sir? Hope it's still decent. If not, let me know how to pronounce it. I like to learn something new every day, and it's always been a lifelong goal to just keep being at best, even with dyslexia and all these other fun little conditions. Yeah, you're right. Have Boeing or Airbus. Some only have Cessna. But be grateful for that, and thank God he blessed us with everything in life. I agree with you, Saran. And would you like more Cessnas, or would you like more? I'll try my best to get them. If there's a love of them, done. I want to get y'all everything possible. In fact, a trip in D.C. is in the order for fun around the Smithsonian's. Good, Ayush. Work too much. How about you, brother? Good, Image. I'm glad you guys are safe. The world right now is a very unstable place. We must remember we are all 3% related. We all are brothers and sisters on this earth, and we will not let governments or divisions, media groups, and others with money divide us at all, period. That's the honest truth right there. Oh, thank you, Amjad. And I actually have great respect for Arab and Islam, as you know. And in fact, thank you for the Arabic numbers that drive me crazy. I'm just playing with you, but Arabic numbers sometimes do bounce, of course, like any number system with dyslexia or other conditions. But the great contributions over the years are not recognized enough, and even in the current ones. How are you doing today, Amjad, and any good plans this week? Salam alaikum, my brother. Good morning, Crazy Horse, a.k.a. Ed. What's up, my friend? How you doing? I'll try my best, Image. I've got a couple issues involving my kiddo right now. I'm very proud of him, by the way. I'll do my best today. If not, I should be able to by tomorrow. And I'd glad to help you guys out. I think it was some kind of scholarship or something like that for young students that wanted to go to college, I think, or help me remember. It's been a heck of a weekend, my man. Just burnt toast and coffee, literally. Like burnt bacon, burnt eggs, burnt pancakes, everything. Indeed, crazy horse, but that's the key. Keep positive, and just remember, we are so blessed to be employed, so blessed to first world problems. I agree with you though. I think we should do 2 work days a week and have 5 off. What do you think? Oh yeah, yeah, Yush. I have a lot of conditions. I have ADD. I've got dyslexia, and it's, you know what? It's a joy. It's when you learn to harness them that you realize that you're even better than you thought. It took a while, but oh man, actually, it's a superpower you use. And seriously, a big fan of Autism Speaks, which is a good group. I think they're proving more and more that every day we're all on the spectrum, and it's okay to be neurodivergent. It's okay to have different abilities. We're all, what is it? We all bring different gifts to the table and different weaknesses to the table. Oh my goodness, crazy! 7 more years, you got this, brother. What are some of your coping mechanisms to deal with the grind? I didn't see any. I don't know any companies really. Image. That's I work. All I can say is I work in a field that really doesn't work a lot with companies. Or if they do, they're barely making jack. Do you have any ideas, Image, of who might be in the U.S.? I'm not really connected, and that's part of life. It's also partly by choice. I'm really not into the corporate scene. I mean, I can ask Hillsborough Vineyards that helped us with the Epilepsy Foundation charitable event and see if they'd be willing to. That's the only one I've really worked with a lot. Trying to think offhand, but I'll do a little more thinking, Image, and try to come up with some stuff. It is, Saran, it is. And you're right. Half of it's sleep and work and also enjoy. And actually, how can we change you to love the Matrix? I agree with you. We do need to work 2 days a week and have 5 off. Or for, what is it? A lot of countries and companies are looking at 410s, and I think that's very appropriate. As we learn more, we should evolve. Heck yeah, Jim. Everybody deserves loving, my man. How are you doing? Yeah, maybe I'm John, and I generally don't do the political thing, but I hope that people of all backgrounds help each other. We all have to support. That's kind of our humanist trait, to support others above self. Definitely. Yeah, actually, I hope. I'm sorry, you are too. Do you all think we do potentially live in a matrix or a? Sometimes it does seem like it's odd. There's no such thing as a coincidence. I'm open minded. I don't know if I'm just a regular guy. What do y'all think? Thimmies and PC gaming. I'm trying to think. Oh, gummies. Okay, I was thinking gummies. Gummies and PC and PC gummy could work. That helps. That could help. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do gummies and say that they do help them. And I've always been for legalizing marijuana. I've fought a lot of drunks back in the years. Never on marijuana have I met anybody that wants to brawl or go to toe to toe. Image, a lot of our churches are just trying to survive, to be honest. Same goes for mosques, synagogues, all worships, all houses of worship, if that makes sense. A lot of churches, mosques, synagogues, even the Buddhist temples, and also we have so many religions, my man. They're all suffering right now. They're down, even though they have tax-free breaks. They're failing to get people to join in. They've lost countless money to rents and other stuff. And it is sad because these houses of worship provide peace for many. And, the personalities of the pastors do vary. I've found some that are extremely gracious and live up to the word, some that sadly don't. It's an interesting thing. What do you see is it kind of the same in Uganda where there are some pastors that are good and have a good life and good influence, and then some people use their powers for bad, like to make money or grift or prey on the poor, and it is very sad. It's a real issue. Hey, Alex, how are you doing this morning? Alex Alexis in the house. 410s. Heck yeah, crazy. Maybe you can make it happen. The key is if you stay positive and you get enough good people connected, Don't discount anything. Physical therapy, it was interesting, Alex. I learned a lot. And today will be a 2 mile run and weightlifting. Yay! Hope you stay healthy. The key is we must challenge ourselves. That's for sure. Oh, that was a quick thing. Christian, is it called Gnosticism, Real Cowboy? You're helping strep souls, and it's okay to be mentally ill, brother. We don't choose these things, my man. The key is be yourself, be exactly true to who you are, be of ethic, be of good mind, be of good kindness, and the main things come from here. You know, we're not defined by these things. In fact, I actually like when people try to label me because I'm like, you're missing a lot. It's totally cool. It's legal in New York. Crazy. That's awesome. And here's to more states doing it. Yeah, it is, Ayush. And you're right. There's really no middle ground. I do agree with you on that. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, that's always kind of been the case, Saran. The if you look at every system, whether it's capitalism, socialism, communism, all of them all have one trait, and a lot of times it's the bigwigs do get greedy. Some don't. Some are very reasonable. Some are humanistic, but not all are. Sadly, I love Jeff Bezos' wife. What a great lady. Binary, there's nothing wrong with bisexual. Are you bisexual as well, or gay, or straight, or what is your particular way of eating the cookie? I love everybody. I'm chilling. How about you? Wake up to the horror, and you will want to go back to sleep before you open your eyes. Oh my goodness. Are you okay, real cowboy? Because this man struggled. We all struggle, and I'm here for you, brother, as is everybody. Foot lettuce, I don't know what to think on political matters because mostly I just turn the TV off. And plus, we really don't do that on this channel, if it makes sense. Um, there are plenty of channels on YouTube that do, though. Nothing personal, it's just live a better life, without it. I do feel I want peace for all. I can say that clearly. I want an Israel and Palestine where kids can get together and have lunch, where parents can have picnics. That's the dream. Louisiana, Indiana. What's the other states I should visit? Good question, Amjad. California, I've never been. I've never been to Ohio, Louisiana, or Indiana. Has anybody been here? Because I have heard that Indiana and the Midwest are particularly nice, and California has a lot to see and do, but sadly, I haven't been there. Not yet. Hey, Blitz, what you got going on? Long time, man. Average Flight Geeks in the house. By the way, keep up the good work. I'm going to get your symbol eventually somehow and hook you up, brother. Keep it up. Cat's Mind. I've never heard of that, real cowboy. What is Cat's Mind? Oh, event edit. Good for you and original. That's I'm sorry you're having going through some struggles. Actually, that's a very healthy way to deal with event. It's normal to event. Actually, it's very healthy. And actually, whether you put it on videos, into writing, or to other things, dude, that's actually a great use of time, and it's very healthy original. We all have frustrations. We all have stresses. What's up, Sigma? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Saran. And my best guess is probably he's forced to work a lot of hours. Am I right? Oh, okay, cool. That's very nice of you, Crazy Horse, that you do that for you. See, taking care of your employees is number one. A lot of people forget that, and that's fine. That's part of corporate world, government world, whatever industry. It's all the same. Those that don't take care of their employees, unfortunately, usually result in failure. Those who at least respect and provide a positive environment, they succeed wildly, and I can back that up with science, and you guys tend to. Oh no, original. What's going on, buddy? It's all good. Sometimes people drop in, some people drop out, some people are just here to chill. It's fine. We're chilling. I don't know, Sky Crimes, but nice to see you. How did your weekend go? And we should be decent twiddlers. Don't you agree? Like more humane, we should be evolved past the ways we are right now. And even 2026, a lot of these acts of violence or war, we should already be using our frontal lobes and thinking in a manner that is more like a human, because we're primates, and less like a wild animal. Hey, Hunter. The resident Indiana man. Hey, Sky, or Ajad, I believe, was just asking about Indiana. Would you recommend it to somebody visiting the U.S.? Yeah, we're just chilling, Crazy Horse, and thank you, man. The whole point of this channel is to produce lots of things: happiness, joy, also grieving, decency, honor, and of course, yeah, the main videos are going to be about planes and helicopters and space stuff. But you know what? We should all be like this all the time because we all need it. It's part of, look at our DNA. We came from Neanderthals and Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. We all are primates. We're humans. We should evolve. And part of evolving is being open and decent and respectful to other people. That's the key right there. What is it my mom used to say? Still does. You get more results with honey than vinegar, I think it is. It's true. Oh my goodness, you're so lucky to go back to Beantown. Get ready for you a couple of donkeys and watch out for Harvard Yard and also make sure that you remember to be very sarcastic, Sky Crimes. I love Boston for that reason. And you're right, honesty is very real, but it's out of love, man. You're right, you get it. And Anderson must be beautiful, and I hope people will visit that. Where is that close? What would your biggest city be, Sky? And is it true that Indianapolis does close at 10 o'clock at night, or is that just an urban legend? Because I've heard that. Oh, I think, you know what? I don't know, Ayush. I think there's a lot we can control by being physically, mentally, and emotionally aware. There are things that happen, and I don't know about you, but I look at life like a chessboard sometimes. What move do you make in reaction? And also, 90% of this world is how we react to it. I hope that helps. There are good days. There are bad days. Most are decent. I hope that does help, but don't know. What is there some maybe examples you could come up with? Sky crimes. I can only imagine. Yeah, beautiful small towns, but there. Yeah, it's like every state. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, but there are some towns I'm like, you don't want to really go down that holler. You know what I mean? Like, yikes. Like, what was the town I was in southwestern Virginia? The amount of meth and the amount of community, meaning like they were with each other and against outsiders. Yeah, sometimes you got to know when to turn around and hit the gas. That's for sure. Yep, you got to be very careful. Indeed. Because another one in West Virginia was like that. Everybody was related and they did not like outsiders one bit. Maybe not as bad as the cannibals in that island that I forgot took care of that guy, that scientist who explored it. But, you know, yep, just buy your gas and leave. Indeed, Crazy Horse. Lots of places like that. And Mike Aviation, I also want to thank you. You have a great channel. I'm trying to also help you with the ad thing, but the ones I think keep messing me up. Can you send me like just a short note on a short and I'll upload one of your videos on the wall, brother, because I love your content, man. Oh, yeah, I believe it, Crazy Horse. DC area is very interesting. There are places, yes, where it's smart to gas up, duck, then put the gas pump thing up, and run. There's no shame in running. If you think DC is bad, though, Baltimore. I was up there recently to visit an aviation museum. People walking around with needles in their necks. Can I get some money? Like, holy crap. I'm going to drive to that red light, perhaps. Yeah, there are places, Crazy Horse, you're right, where we have to be cognizant. These are our fellow human beings, and they are suffering. But at the same time, we don't want to get caught in any stuff that we're not really wanting to get caught into. That's for sure. It's chance favors the prepared, and sometimes knowing just the environment and knowing the signs like broken beer bottles on fences, knives on fences, and maybe shoelaces up on shoes on fire on wires, gang symbols, and other images can be a clear reminder to just fuel up and roll. Yep. Don't get engaged. Don't get caught up in it. Yep. Smart advice, actually. And that's internationally, too. I can tell you, there have been places in other countries that I'm like, Yeah, not going there. Just not going to happen. It's nothing personal. It's sadly a lot of it's economics. It is. Just chilling, Micah Fragrance. How are you doing today? And what is your scent of the day? And folks, if you want good cologne advice, Micah is always dead on. He cannot be bought out. He's honest, which is very rare. Indy, Bloomington. Ah, it's a college town. Oh, I like that. That sounds good. Beautiful women, hippie craft beer, and good restaurants. You know what? How far is that from DC, brother? Might be road. Is there any aviation stuff up there? Might have to make a road trip. Heck yeah, I like that whole, and I like college towns too. They always seem to be bastions of very educated, but usually very humble people too. That's the key. The more educated you are, a lot of times, the more humble. The smart ones never have a need to say, I'm Dr. So and so, or I'm this and that. Is it called K-L for son? I'll try to get that. Ooh, I like Eros Najim, by the way. Ooh, I just recently discovered that. Today is Da Vinci's Reserve Privé. Yep. It's cold. How is it for you up there in the Northwest? Because, man, the cold turned on this morning and it was like, my neighbor's like, wow, I didn't know you could run so fast. I'm like, when motivated? Yes. 4 hours from Dayton. Ooh. It also has an aviation. Beautiful women. And plus, I would love to hang out with you and drink a beer. Heck yeah. The only thing is I have a one beer rule if I'm driving. But yeah, would love to, man. That'd be cool. And I like that environment. But Micah Fragrance is here, folks. This gent is honest. There's a lot of people that influence colognes, don't necessarily believe them. They're being paid off, they're getting comped, they're getting paychecks, or they are also getting free fragrances, and they will not say that. That makes one biased. High of 46. You're luckier than I am, Micah. Micah, I got to move your way today. Can I teleport to your house? Can I stop by? Because seriously, like I'm gonna teleport with the Star Trek folks and see if I can roll by you, brother. Because it's too cold here. I use very early. Nothing is permanent. Enjoy every day. I've seen my circle of friends and family get smaller. And I can tell you this, don't be afraid of death. Be afraid to live your life fully. That's the best advice I could think of as an old guy. Be afraid. Don't be afraid to die. Be afraid to live and live fully. Enjoy every day. Grasp it passionately. And again, there are going to be some days of challenges. There are going to be pains along the way. But most days are freaking awesome when you think about it. Yep. Every day you get up is beautiful. It's what you make of it. Thank you, Ayush. And is that something that you started out young? There's so many fun psychology looks at death. And The Fear of Death and Dying is one of the best books I've ever read. It was by, she was a hospice founder. Somebody help me. She was world famous. She came from Sweden. I think, she came to the U.S. It's called On Death and Dying. Emily something. Trying to remember her name. CRS is kicking in. But it's a great look at death and dying. And it's actually one of the most humorful, open, and honest books you could ever read. Yes, I agree with you, Sky. Sky, I don't want to become like a vegetable or like I've seen it up close and personal. To lose one's mind, to lose one's that's actually the cruelest part right there. Is it's to rob a good human being of their abilities is degenerative, sad, crushing. And you're right. I'm not afraid at all. In fact, death, I always have said this. I agree with Christopher Hitchens. You're alive. The grave will provide you plenty of time to be silent. So make yourselves known, enjoy it, and embrace, and be remembered for decency and respect. Yeah, you're right. The absence of feelings and seeing this beautiful world or this song. That's why every song you hear that you love, play it again. Play it again. Crank it. Make it loud. Indeed, make it even louder. Play it again 3 times. And you're right, that is the absence of our presence is kind of a sad concept. But at the same time, think about the billions of people prior to us that had it far worse and barely lived till they maybe aged out of their teeth. We are some of the luckiest people to ever exist. Hey, Zachary. Good morning, or I guess it would be good early afternoon, I think, to you. How are you doing? It is, it could be, Although sadly, it also can be the other way, Sky. But you're right. There probably are some positives to it. It's like anything. It's very I hope and pray with everything that these medicines that are now being worked at a molecular level decrease or slow it down. I've seen the pain it has caused, and I also am saddened by a neighbor who last year at 67 lost her life to dementia, and to see her like that is it robs a person of who they are, of their identity. Thank you, Crazy Horse. What do you think about living life to the fullest? Cheers, Australia. I come from a land down under. Couldn't resist, sorry. How is everything going over there, brother? I would love to see Australia. Yeah, crazy it is. It can really hurt, and it can cause a lot of pain and anger and angst. The key is, I think, accept grief. Accept it. There's 5 stages of grief. I forgot exactly what. Somebody have Google can look up. It's Emily something Kubler Ross. That's her name. Death and dying. There's 5 stages of grieving. The final is acceptance. And I don't know if it's actually 100% true, but she does have good thinking. Hi, Flat Sixer. What's up? What's up? I like your username. I hope you're not flat sixing right now. You're good and bountiful. Hey, don't do that, Sky. In fact, calls are overrated. Just pull the plug and call it a day. Follow me for more bad advice. Hey, you too, Sky Crimes. Peace be with you, brother. Keep being you. Nice. I hope it's not too hot. And I am concerned about the folks in Queensland. I hope you're not close to their WW2. My heart and respects goes to those folks who are really suffering right now. Yes, Flat Sixer. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. One of the most inspiring human beings. I've read almost all of her books, and she's absolutely amazing. God bless her soul. What a wonderful human being. Nice, Crazy. It should be legal at more, and it's time for that to happen. I think we're going to see that. Oh, my goodness, Bendejo. What's up? ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días. Lo siento, yo hablo español pequeño, but my heart is with you all. It really is. How are you guys? Are you guys safe? I really hope you guys are. Dio, say some more, mi amigo. Agave. Indeed. Tony Pence, like the movie. Good morning, Venezuela. What's up? We've always loved you guys. How are you guys doing? What's up, Tony? In the house. Indeed, I agree. Yup, crazy. Truly. And indeed. I love the name. Indeed, Bendejo is a perfect name. We all are a bunch of Bendejos. That's true. But the key is be a nice one, a kind one, benevolent one. Oh my goodness, I would love for you to do that too, WW2. What areas would you think of? I've got to get over to Australia and see it. It is such natural beauty. And I think was it John Cook that found it, I think? I'm trying to remember from his trip. And I think later on did he have a Magellan moment or did he live on? Or is that Tasmania? He met some unfortunate people, I guess. Oh my God, I agree, crazy. Horse, bendejo, y puta, y whatever, I could go on with it, but I'll keep it PG-13. But bendejo is definitely, I'd like to have that on my license plate. Benevolent bendejo. I don't know how to fit it, but it would be funny. Yes. Si se pueda. Mi llamo es Señor Calvo. Palom, amigo. Spanish is such a beautiful language. I'm so lo siento for destroying it right there. It's a romance language, for God's sakes. What's up, BCCR? How you doing this morning? And this, I'm going to show you the epitome of lazy. Hasn't even gone for a walk today, other than going to the bathroom. What a lazy Pero. Pero is lazy. 6 months old. Captain Cook, I live near the settlement. Oh, 'tis a shame. Would you like to learn more about it, WW2? Or is that kept out of schools? Or what's the deal with that? That's kind of interesting. Always should be intellectually curious, intellectually open, honest, transparent. That's the best way to live right there. Honesty, transparency, lifelong learning. That's the key to a good life, to a degree. Can't believe that dog, man. Hasn't even been outside and he's sleeping. Like, 6-month-old puppy. Dear Buddha, if it's possible, can I come back as a puppy in a good house or maybe a cat in a rich woman's house? Interesting, Blitz. What did you learn about Captain Hook Hook? And is it true that he met his demise in Tasmania like Magellan, kind of with some natives? Or am I wrong on that? I'm wrong 50% of the time. Oh my God, it's 12:20 a.m. Wow. It's VCCR. It's so wild, the time zones. Like, our world is small when you think about it in a physics way or astrophysics way, but it's so big too at the same time. Also, it's smaller than ever with communications, obviously our connectivity. Wow, that's a shame because it should be open and honest, WW2. In fact, we've had that struggle in America too. I think all history, good, bad, or indifferent, should be looked at so we can learn to never repeat it, if that makes sense. You know, we must be cognizant of our past so we don't evolve into a reverse evolution situation. Wow. It's 12:30 a.m. Blitz. Wow, that is amazing. But I do hope you and others will continue to keep the torch going for lifelong learning. It's very important. It's very important. No matter what age you are, 20, 10, 90, 100, keep learning. Always keep learning. Sorry for the next snap, but anybody got any lubricant? That laundry needs to get done. WD-40, indeed, Tony. That was thank you, by the way. Water displacement. That is amazing to think. Thank you for that. That was so cool because I love WD-40. To think it came from rockets. Tony, you are a bastion of good knowledge. You would rock Jeopardy, brother. Seriously, man. Like, have you ever thought about it? Because I think you would smoke that game. What's his name? Ken Jennings is now, I think, the host. Get on in there and be like, watch this, Ken. Queensland. Oh, wow. So you're close, Blitz. I hope you and your family are safe in Queensland right now. Damn, near Sydney. Indeed. Crazy horse. Muy bien. Entonces. Muy bien. Very, very nice. Otra vez venga. I love butchering a romance language. It's just so fun to be Senor Calvo, Senor Balone. That is wow. Gringo Diablo. Was created and used on the Atlas missiles. That is, Tony, it's time to get you on Jeopardy, brother. Please. Have you thought about it? Because my buddy did it and didn't qualify because he said it's harder than he thought to get the buttons. But it's worth a fun try. Same, Blitz. Oh, that airport. And plus, it's huge. You're right. And I think there's good viewing spots from what I see. Hey, VCCR. This is the USA, Estados Unidos. This is in Washington, D.C. It is 9:33 at the sound of the beep. Beep. What's going on, VCCR? Yeah, oh my God, the harbor, the opera house. WW2, I got to thank you and all Australians. That New Year's celebration alone is very inspiring. In fact, I think it's the most beautiful in the world. Thailand's is too, China's is too, but I think Australia with that bridge just is a perfect backdrop. Oh my goodness, the real cowboy. My respects. What can we do to support you, brother? Oh my God, a beach too, even better, WW2. Do you know if you can get close enough to it to get the jet vortices or jet power like in St. Martin? Don't worry about it, Tony. We're the same. What is it? We're men of useless knowledge. Our categories aren't popping up, damn it. Knowing our luck, Tony, we'd be on there and it'd be like all these things that we'd have no clue of, and we'd look shell-shocked. It's all good. It's you know what, Tony? It's better to be a generalist than a specialist. Oh my god, the same Blitz. If I had the income, I would do it in a heartbeat. Ruheo, nice to see you, man. Had a good weekend. How about you? Oh my God, to see them over the highway must be. I think Charles de Gaulle, we came in, if I remember correctly, and landed on top of a runway over the highway. I could be wrong on that. Thank you, Paul. Ken Jennings. He's an interesting guy. How does somebody remember all that stuff? Like, yeah, same time. I'd be like, can I call a? I'd switch the roles and be like, Ken, can we switch to like call a friend? Can we do like, what is it like that other game? Can I get rid of two of the multiple choices? Can I like? That would be funny. Like you're off our show now, sir. Ken would not be pleased, and the producers wouldn't be either. Can I call a friend? Can I do a whatever you call? Can I ask the audience? You're on the wrong show. Would love to VCCR. If I could afford to get out of the parking spot every day, I would do it. Nice WW2. That's a beautiful aircraft. And let's hope they have a few more years of commercial service. Indeed, Paul. That would it be funny to be on Jeopardy and be like, can I ask the audience? Can I call a friend? That would be so freaking funny. It really would be. Oh my God, Sydney, I can only imagine W2. By the way, Australia does have a great World War II history, lots of other scientific discoveries. Plus, Australia is very involved in the moon landing projects and other things. And Australia by itself, also props to the Australian RAF. We're lucky enough to have a gentleman here who's a former pilot of RAF who now flies for Qantas, and he has been a bastion of excellence. Day one. He's taught us a lot about Australia, geography, history, how the government works or doesn't. Great stuff. Ooh, that's good to know, Tony. It's time to maybe get down to Hot Atlanta. Wonder how far that is from DC, although I'm guessing traffic must be really brutal down there. Hi, Ree. No, I'm not on any drugs, but happiness, brother. I did take a couple Tylenol, so I might be higher on the autism scale today. How are you doing this morning? Nice to see you. The DC-10. Yes. Are there any flying still, Blitz? Oh, the 757 is the fun one. The missile tube, and then you're right, the A340. Are they cycling those out of service? I'm not trying to remember. Hey, KT. How is everything in India going? Peace be with you. And hope you're doing good. Nah, no, I don't do weed yet, Ree. Maybe one day. I did it in school and college, and it was listened to a lot of Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. It was very inspiring, and the stars are pretty cool too. But I'm for it being legalized. I've seen what it can do for cancer patients, people with epilepsy, or heck, let it be illegal. Alcohol causes far more problems. Indeed, Tony, India's in the house, and that's always a good thing. In fact, also thank you to India here. You guys have been great to this channel. Appreciate the support. I do hope to get there one day. Very few. Okay, Blitz, maybe, do you know if it's possible to find a public scheduling of one? Sorry to hear that, Ree, but aren't we all immigrants everywhere we go? I mean, I'm Scotch-Irish. I'm in the U.S. I'm an immigrant. My grandfather came from there. 2 DC-3s. Oh, my God. Oh, that's a historic plane, WW2. Still flying? What? That's right. I forgot. DC-3 and DC-4s are still flying, I believe. That's right. Because the DC-3 was built by Douglas in, I think, what was it, over several thousand? To get the Irish people up? Have a nice cold one, and I'm going to come up with all my Irish stereotypes as fun. How about that? The Blarney Stone. Get the Blarney Stone. Go get it. Just don't kiss it, if you know what I mean. Lufthansa offers it? Oh, no, Blitz. Yeah. Delta still flies their DC-3. Is that for only, like, special occasions? And I'm guessing the, what do you call it? There must be a waiver or liability, I'm guessing. Because I forgot there's another airline that flies an old classic. I think it's Lufthansa flows Flies the Yonkers 52, and you got to have a special waiver to sign. So the lawyers, if I get rocked or eat it, I absolve the airline of any responsibility. That's great, WW2. I might have to take a look at that. Well, they're still 70. So, Tony, there's a chance. And, Tony, do you know if there are some airports, I think they have public schedules, and you can look up which aircraft or equipment are being used? Nice. Last two Canadian Air Transport aircraft. Those are vintage and good catches, W. Ah, okay. Special occasions. I'm wondering how many lawyers signed the agreement, though. Tony, sign your name here in blood and your John Hancock. Be like, I absolve Delta of every possible thing that could go wrong on this. Sadly, I think wasn't Roberto Clemente on a DC-3? Sadly, when it went down on he was such a good man, a Marine, a patriot, great baseball player, classy to everybody, and so tragic. I stood at the spot in Puerto Rico. I did not even realize it, and when I took the picture, that was so creepy that the lady came from behind me and goes, "You know what you're taking a picture of?" I was like, "Yeah, the Atlantic Ocean." She's like, "No, that's where Clemente's plane went down." I was like, "Oh my goodness." Ah, scheduled carriers. And does it show like the equipment used, or I mean, airlines can switch it out at the last second too, maintenance, other stuff, or just demand, smaller seats, smaller bookings. It's a shame when that happened. I was hoping to fly where was I at? And they gave me this like we were on this like tiny little, almost it was almost like a what do you call it, a puddle jumper. It wasn't that bad, but it was kind of disappointing. But that's life, you know. You just roll with it. Oh yeah, you're right, Tony. It can change at the drop of a hat. No, it can. It absolutely can. And you're right. That day was a fine example. And as you're right, a lot of times, Tony, even on flight radar and other stuff, they'll say it's this, and then all of a sudden it's a different plane. It's like, wow, that was quick. Didn't even update it. But then again, that's a great app, and to their credit, they provide all of us aviation fans such a great service to be able to know what's coming in, or just to track the flights and see look up different, even with the tail numbers on there. I mean, they're really in depth. I mean, they know their stuff. It's a great. Whoever came up with that app is a genius, by the way. That's that's some seriously high IQ stuff. I couldn't even build an app with like stick figures. What they've done is amazing. Wow, there's still 164 still flying. That's an amazing accomplishment. Because I think what they came out in the 30s, was it? 30s, early 40s. Trying to remember exactly, Tony. Help a bald man out. That's a great plane. That's a classic. I mean, what that plane has done to help so many also civilians is amazing on charitable endeavors. 1935. Wow. And to think it's almost 100 years old. It's 91 years old. That's amazing. Wow. 91 years old, there's still 134 or 164 flying is a very impressive engineering feat, as well as another example of humans when they come together and do something good. Or the B-52, if it comes to military. We're coming up on, I think, 70 or 80 years of service. Again, humans can build something amazing if they work together, have a good team, and a good value system. And they're allowed the freedom to be creative. Because a lot of innovations come from mistakes and creativity. Heck, Teflon was a mistake, I think. There's a lot of, Tony would probably know them all. There's like all kinds of mistakes or creative experiments people have done that have become world famous. And thank goodness for it. But I think Teflon was one. Another ones. There's so many. That's the key why you should always believe in yourself every day you get up. Also make mistakes and then make more. Just make different ones each time. Whoa, that is wild, Tony. In fact, did they say what year? I'm interested because would be Interesting. It is probably needed, though. I mean, let's be honest, the B-52 is an old platform. A 16-year-old who wants to travel. Travel exactly where you want to go. Save your money. It's going to be expensive for a few years, probably. But the key is follow your heart. And also see if you can find an all-inclusive place because you'll save a lot of money by booking everything together, usually. And if you go off season, especially, that's when I do it. Oh, I agree, Barclay. It's phenomenal. In fact, it was an honor to walk on one. I felt, I don't know, what do you call it? Maybe nostalgic. Maybe there was some kind of aura around that plane. Maybe it's just because of prejudice. I love it. Like, it's loving prejudice. I love the DC-3, and walking on it was inspiring. It really was. And also, it was fun to look at the seats, the cigarette ashtrays, and the smoke. You could still smell the smoke on it. Anytime, W. Definitely off season, though. Oh my goodness. That could cause trauma. That's the old helmet. Did your son become okay and eventually with it? Because, yeah, it sounds kind of like, why are you making planes scary? They should be fun. W2 and W Liver 78. Get a job with an airline. Yes. That's great advice, Tony. Also, W2? Yes, he's right. Most airlines have either heavily discounted or free travel. Yep, indeed. Well, hey, folks, I hate to do this. This has been a joy, but I got to roll. Oh, good. It was for a Halloween event. That makes sense, this old helmet. No, I appreciate you all very much. I got to bust out and get some stuff done, but I wish you a very peaceful day, and let's continue to have fun. Thank you all.